Good evening, Milan, Italy. Good evening, US. So we want to welcome you to this presentation. Good evening, Eastern Cape, South Africa. We want to welcome you all to this presentation. Give me one moment. I share with you the screen of what we really want to do in our business. So as Paula said, my name is Pascal Oloo. I am trained as a civil engineer. Betty and I have been doing this business for the last 24 years. And the reason we started the business is very simple, to make extra income. But what is the mission of our business? The mission of our business is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. That's Betty and myself. We've been in the business just over 20 years. And the reason we started is very simple. When Betty and I came to South Africa 25 years ago, we came because we were looking for a better life. But after I got employed and I started earning a salary, I quickly realized that it is never enough just to have a salary or somebody else signing your paycheck. I remember my first salary when I came to South Africa was 33% of my income went to tax. And that really gave me a rude shock. Betty and I decided that we need to do something else because our family was growing and the cost of living was going up, but my salary was not keeping pace with the cost of living, because two things happened. Number one, it's called inflation. Number two is called progressive income tax. The more money you make, the more tax you pay. So even if you get a 6% increase in salary, that is swallowed up by income tax and also the inflation. So we started just to make an extra $200. That was our original goal. But after doing the business for 7 months, our income reached $1,000. I decided that this was going to be my full-time career. And as I said, the rest is history. Now, what is this business that we are talking about? This business is called network marketing. A few things I'd like to mention about this business, that it is what it is not, because there's a big misconception of what our industry actually is. Number one, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not a business that you're going to start today and in 2-3 months, you're earning $50,000 a month. It takes time to build. It takes time to learn. Though it's a simple business, it takes actually to learn the mechanics of how this business works. We said that our business is a 2 to 5 year plan. That means that if you apply what we teach you in this business, between a 2 to 5 year period, you're going to be financially independent. By that, we mean that if your current source of income stops, the income you earn from this business, if you apply yourself to it, will be able to support your family. Most people are used to the 40-40-N plan, which means you work for 40 hours a week for 40 years and you end up with nothing. The other thing I'd like to mention is our business, this is not a pyramid scheme. And what is the difference between a network marketing business and a pyramid scheme? Number one, a pyramid scheme has no product or service offered to the public. Number two, within 6 to 18 months, a pyramid scheme collapses because it is an illegal business. Number three, it is not regulated. There is no regulatory body that controls this kind of schemes. Network marketing, there's a product or a service that is offered to the public. For example, in our business, we have cleaning material, we have health supplements, we have skincare products, things that people actually pay money for to use. For example, everybody who's watching this presentation, at the end of last month and at the end of this month, you're going to buy soap. Okay? So it's a product that people buy on a continuous basis. Number two, our industry is regulated by a direct selling association. That is a watchdog of our industry. Number three, it's a long-term business. Our company has been in existence since 1958, so we've been around for a very long time. After having said what this business is not, let me describe what it is. This business is a system of distribution of goods and services. For example, if you have a manufacturer who wants to make his product and take to the marketplace, in the normal affairs, the products move from a manufacturer to a retailer, to a wholesaler, to distributors, to middlemen who keep adding to the cost of the product. So what we do in our business is we cut out the middleman between the manufacturer and the consumer, and in between stands a distributor. And that is what makes our business quite lucrative, because in traditional business, what customers pay for is about 50 to 60% as the distribution costs. That is advertising, retailers, wholesalers, pilferage, things that add to the cost of the product. And who pays for it? It's the consumer. All right. The other thing I'd like to share with you is keys to building wealth. I have found that this business is the most efficient way of building wealth. What is important? How do you build wealth? First, you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why? Because people need them. Number two, you need to have a global reach. That means you need not to be restricted in terms of borders. Our company does business in 50 countries around the world. So we have almost a global reach. Number three, you need leverage. Leverage simply means that you learn to multiply your time, your effort, so that many people can you can reach many people through the principle of leverage. For example, you and I have 24 hours a day. If you want to reach more people, how do we do it? You use a leverage principle so that you get more people involved in the business. The fourth thing about building wealth is you need a consumable, unique, high-quality product. Why? Because it has a repeat sale. If you supply your customers with cleaning products today, at the end of this month, they're going to buy some more. At the end of the next month, they're going to buy some more. The fifth thing you need is a business system. That means you need systems, tools, and procedures to be able to run your business. And the last one is timing. Why is timing a key issue? Because of the COVID-19, so many people have lost their jobs worldwide. In fact, at the end of June, 150 million jobs have been lost around the world. What does that tell you? That people are looking for alternative ways to make extra income. In South Africa, if you want to start a business that earns you $6,000 a month, you need to invest at least $150,000 and work for at least 24 months before you break even. That means before you actually cover all your initial investment. The strange thing I have found is that the number one reason for business failing is because people are selling products or services that people don't need. One of the people who really supports this industry, in fact, he's got his own businesses that use this system of distribution, is Richard Branson, who is one of the world's wealthiest men. And he says, if someone invites you for this kind of business, get started and take time to learn what the business does, even if you don't understand everything. You will learn how to make money along the way. Now, when did our business start? This company was started by a man called Jerry Brasfield at the age of, when he was a teenager, he had very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies, and he health improved, and he decided he wants to start a nutrition company. That is how Neolife was born in 1958. He came to Africa in 1971 to South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania in 96 and 97, in West Africa in 98 and 99. If you're a guest, today this business has come to your house or your home. But why has this business lasted all these years since 1958? Because of 5 principles. One is absolute integrity. We believe that we need to be true to our customers, to our distributors, to our staff members. Number 2, people are number 1. The most important ingredient of our business is people. If we don't have people, we don't have anything. Number 3, products that work. Why is that important? It is important because if your products don't work, your customers just go elsewhere. Number 4 is equal opportunity for everybody. Not everybody who starts this business starts from the same level. Whether you are whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're young or you're old, whether you are educated or not, people start this business from exactly the same level. And the last one is you need long-range vision. Long-range vision simply means that you need to think long-term, okay? So why do people start this business? People start this business for very many reasons. Some start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some people start the business because they want to build their dream homes. Some people start the business because they want to buy a car. Some people start the business because they want to buy beach homes or holiday homes. Some people start the business just to make money, to make their life better because their current income is never enough. Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit and to have a better health. So, if you want to start this business, the first thing you need to do is to become a registered distributor with a company. But before I get into the details, let me explain to you the products that we have in our business. First is the home care range. That is the golden home care products. Why this? Because every single home uses cleaning material. The second range of products is called the personal care. That is hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. The third one is nutrients products or skincare products. And the last one is health supplements. These are the highest selling range of our business. About 60% of our total sales are the healthcare supplements. So, how do we build our business? By getting involved in what we call 3 daily success habits. The first thing you do is use the products. Why? 2 reasons. You're supporting your own business. Number 2, you want to recommend products. You want to recommend products to people because you already have your own personal experience. All right. Now, because our business is registered in all these countries around the world, we use what we call the point value system. We use the PV system. Why is that important? Because our company does business in over 50 countries, and each country has its own currency, and that makes measurement of business very difficult if you're using currency. So the company uses a point value system to standardize the business worldwide. The second thing we do is we share the business opportunity. What does that mean? That we introduce other people to be users of the products too. For example, you introduce 6 people to join the business. What do these people do? These people also use 100 points the way you do. If you do that, 6 people plus yourself is 7. You've done 700 PV and you become a manager. Once you become a manager, your income is about $45 a month. The next thing you do is you teach, let's say you teach the person on the top right corner to introduce 2 people who each introduce 2, then you'll have built a 700 PV unit. 700 PV plus the other 6 people gives you 1,300. You become a senior manager and your income is about $90 a month. Not very much to speak about, but it's better than nothing because what you need to start this business is less than $90. So the next thing you do is you teach everybody in your team to do what you do. These figures are just for demonstration purposes. If you have 6 people doing 700 PV, that's 4,200, plus your own is 4,300, your income is about between $580 and $700. Some people earn more, some people earn less. The next thing we do is some people may not be interested in our business. They become users of the products or customers. And these people, we make a 20% profit because we buy the products at a discount and we sell at a full retail price. Okay? The third thing we do in our business is personal development. Personal development simply means that we take time to learn, we take time to develop skills, we take time to develop the proper attitude to become business leaders. All right? And what helps you to do that? Your sponsor and the support system which they develop to help you grow your business. Okay? Why is the support important? Because most people who join our business start with little or no knowledge of how the business works. So through training, support, and personal development, you become skilled at whatever you are doing. Now, some people may not be interested in $500 or $1,000. If you want more income, you need to help people whom you introduce to the business to become directors. If you help one person become another person become a director, you become a Sapphire director and your income goes above $1,000. If you help 3 people, your income goes to about 2,000. If you help 6 people to become directors, you become a president's team member and your income goes way beyond $5,000. So I'd like to hand over to Paul to call our guests for this evening so that they can share their story with you. Paul?
Thank you so much, Pascal, for such an amazing session, sweet and short and sweet, which you have been able to bring to us, but to the point of why we called out the guests who are on this call today. I believe that you have a brief understanding of who Neolife is and why we called you here today. But you know, good things, we don't learn them all together at once. So you just need to keep on talking to the person who invited you on this call, and you'll continue to get more information and the key benefits that you can be able to get from the company of Neolife, because there is so much that we cannot even finish to tell you today. To go to the next session, we have a gentleman who I was invited to the opportunity one time, and he came and he took a look. And today his life has changed. So he's here to share his story with him. He's a young man, but who is doing a tremendous job. And there is no better person to be able to relate with tonight. So I just want to call our speaker today, our brand new Sapphire director for the month of October, Eric Owino, to be able to share with us. Eric, can you hear me?
Yes, Paul, I can.
Please go ahead. I can see you are joined by your partner, Diana, there. Please go ahead and share with us.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Eric Ochieng Owino. I am married to Diana Ochieng, and we are blessed with one pair of kids, young boys who are about 4 years now. And my journey started with Neolife about 10 years ago. And Neolife came to me through a total stranger who found me working somewhere in town. I am in Nairobi, Kenya. I used to work somewhere as a watchman. For those who understand Nairobi very well, I used to work along Jivanji Gardens. Opposite Jivanji, there's a building called Cantaria House. I used to work there as a watchman with a company called PG Security. So in the course of my work, one day I met a gentleman who told me, Eric, I would like to share with you an opportunity that you could do part-time to earn about $100. PG Security, I was working for about $60. And after deductions, I was taking home about $40 a month. And my life wasn't good. I used to live somewhere in Nairobi. I do call them aluminium houses. And life wasn't good because I remember I used to pay somewhere a rent of $10 a month, and life wasn't good at all. And with that kind of life, paying a rent of 1,000, or $10 a month, this is kind of a house that if you can't even afford a radio, you can comfortably share with your neighbor whenever he turns his on. And so when this gentleman talked about making about $100 a month, I got some interest and I wanted to know how I could make that $10,000 a month part-time. He invited me for a presentation one evening. I attended the presentation, and in the presentation, I didn't understand much. They talked about health. I wasn't sick. At the age of 23, I was not sick, so I had no interest in the health part. They talked about money. That is where my interest was. They talked about lifestyle. I never saw a need of having a better lifestyle if you don't have the money. So I didn't have the joining fee, but my heart was in for it. So I went and borrowed some money. In a period of 1 week, I was already in the business. And that is how my successful journey with Neolife started. And I only continued working for 6 months, and I resigned from PG Security. So tonight, this is a retired watchman talking to you. And I'm glad because I have really achieved a lot through Neolife. I started because I wanted to start improving my life. I was tired of living in the environment that I was living. I was living in an environment that you couldn't have your own secrets in your own house because you always share your secrets with your next door neighbor. In fact, I didn't even need to go to visit my neighbor because they could speak from their houses and I could speak from my house, and we get each other very clear because we only separate with an aluminium bat. So I wanted to change that life. I wanted to start living in a block house. So, and I knew with $100 a month, I could start paying somewhere a rent of maybe $30,000. That was my small dream when I was starting. And after achieving that, I had to advance my dreams. And I achieved that within a very short period of time. And I had to start working for a different dream. And you see, when you have that kind of life and you really feel like you need to start having a family, you can't even imagine bringing someone's daughter to that kind of life when you struggle even uh, to eat. You struggle to eat yourself and or to feed yourself, and if you imagine bringing another person's daughter into your life with that kind of life, it wasn't an easy thing. So after achieving some of the things through Neolife, at least I came through this beautiful lady here, and we started a young family, and we are really doing well. I am happy today because I can provide for this family. Today, that there are $100 that brought me into the business. That is what I pay for rent in where I live in Nairobi. To me, life has really improved. And another thing that I have benefited is in terms of health. I have seen my young family use the products. And I remember since we stopped going for clinics, as when they were about 1 year old, we've never gone to see any doctor for whatever challenge with the young boys. So the products really help us achieve a lot. It's only about 3 months ago when one of them fell from where an apartment we are living, from 4th floor to ground floor, and we had to rush him to hospital. He stayed in a coma for about 13 days. And at that point, I believe if it were not for the products, we would have gotten into depression as a young family. And I believe we really put ourselves on the products, Herbal Rest and Relax, omega-3, calcium, that really help us to manage our systems. And I remember when the boy's memory started coming back, we put him on a lot of products. Even the doctors were so much happy because they were saying the boy has really improved within the short period of time. And in about 2 months, we are out of hospital. And even the bill, if were it not for Neolife and the money that Neolife gives me, and the friends that I have met in Neolife who really supported me financially, emotionally, spiritually, I can't say where we would have been by now. So through Neolife, I have met some good friends and true friends who are really supportive, and I really thank God for that. Another thing that I have achieved through Neolife is I have qualified to be taken to Windsor Golf and Country Club, places that I had never imagined as a watchman to step myself into. I have been to these big hotels in Kenya, Intercontinental Hotel, Salova Stanley, Places like Hilton, we used to use them as landmarks. But today, through Neolife, I have been able to walk in and out of these big hotels. And last month, we managed to qualify as Sapphire directors. We thank God for it. And our director has promised us another dinner this week, God willing. And I believe that is another lifestyle that we never bargained for when I was coming to the business. Business has helped me make some money, and at least as a young family, we can go for a lifestyle like twice a year at a cost. Things that a watchman can never think of. Earning about 40 US dollars, you can never think of going somewhere even to spend 20 or 30. You'll always think of yourself and whatever you're going to eat the next day. So through Neolife, I have really achieved a lot. And as a young family, it feels good when we travel together. It feels good when we are happy in water and we are really celebrating things that we never saw our parents give us when we were still young. And another benefit that have really come to enjoy in Neolife is it has given us an opportunity to work together as a family. I know of many CEOs of companies and these big organizations that they really work hard, they earn good money, but they don't have time for their families. But Neolife has given us an opportunity to work together. Whenever we are leaving the house, we live together. We go to town, we talk to a number of people. In the evening, we come back together, and we really celebrate that as an achievement. Things that were it not for Neolife, no other company would have given us that opportunity. And Neolife has really helped us even in terms of personal growth. And I remember part of the training that I went to as a watchman was to see everyone as a suspect. So whether it's your biological father or your biological mother, whenever they come to where you are working, you are trained to see them as suspects. But through the Neolife trainings that we have came to know about, it has really helped us. And today I see someone and I see an opportunity. I see the potential they have. I see them as prospects. Things that were it not for Neolife, I would still be having the same mentality I was having when I was in PG security. And why did I choose to be with Neolife? I chose to be with Neolife because of some few points. First, I wanted to change my life. I was tired of waking up at 4 a.m. For me to trek to wherever I was working and coming back at night at about 7 or 8, so tired. And I wanted to change that. Second, I wanted to touch many other people's life. And you see, as a watchman, I couldn't help as many people as I've always wanted, because for you to be employed there are some few certificates you have to have. Things that could have really blocked many people and could have really denied many people an opportunity, or it could have denied me an opportunity to help many other people. So I chose Neolife as means of my transport to my destination, because I knew I'm not going to travel alone. I knew I was going to travel with people. I knew I was going to travel with my family. I knew I was going to travel with strangers in the same vehicle to our destination. Two, I knew I was going to travel a healthy man. Through using the products, I have seen the products help us as a family. I have seen the products help many people. I have helped people with diabetes, people with cancer, people with blood pressure, people with arthritis, people with memory loss, and they have gained back their health. So I knew through Neolife I am not going to travel some sickness in a part of my body, I knew I was going to travel healthy. Thirdly, I knew I was going to travel a happy man. Why? Because whenever you are in perfect health and you can afford some good lifestyle, why can't you be happy? So I knew I was going to travel happily, and of course I'm experiencing that. I'm traveling happily with her beside me, and many other people that I didn't know when I was starting Neolife, but by God's grace, He has connected me to a number of people from different places, from different countries, and many of them are on this call this evening. So I really have reasons to smile whenever I go back to bed, whenever I wake up in the morning, to pray and to thank God for having given me this new life opportunity. And as I always say, were it not for the support system that I got in New Life, I wouldn't have been where I am today. So I am a Sapphire director not because of my role system, but through the support system that I have gotten in New Life, and the motivation I have gotten from my closest friends and closest uplines. By the way, I give so much thanks to my president team member, Judy and Charles Nigeru. They have really supported me, and they've seen me grown to the person I am today. They've really assisted me because they are never tired of giving me support whenever I need the support from them. I can't go without mentioning the support through Pascal, Grace Chege. By the way, when we were starting this year, I told Grace Chege one thing: this year cannot end without me changing this thing. So she's really been motivating me. She has been asking me, Eric, how far are you now? And I was telling her, I'm just about to. And it came to as a surprise to her when I managed to be a Sapphire director. And I really give a lot of thanks to her. People like PT Pieros, they've been motivating me. People like Paul and many other staff members who have been friendly to us. And I want to thank everyone on this call today. And I want to tell you today that whatever you've been looking for in life, were it good health or finance or even lifestyle, New Life is going to provide it to you. Along the way, you are going to overcome some few challenges, but I want you to remember, persistence wears out resistance. It's not going to be a smooth way all the way. By the way, if it were that smooth, then I wouldn't have been part of it. Because I know anything that comes easy goes easy. But I believe that anything that you work hard for is easier to maintain, it's easier to enjoy. So I want to thank you so much for listening to me. I want to thank you so much for creating your time to join us on this call. And I want to believe that we are going to work together. I want to believe that we are going to travel together. We are going to travel healthy, and we are going to travel happily in this successful journey with Neolife International. So from the host, Paul, Pascal, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And I am happy this evening. Thank you so much. Back to you, Paul.
Wow, thank you so much, Eric and Diana, for taking time to be able to share your humble story with everyone who is on this call today. It's an amazing journey from a watchman to what you are today. We have been able to watch you, and you have been quite teachable. That is one credit I give to you. because we've been able even to listen to cross lines and people who can be able to help you. And one thing that we have been able to bring very strong is for you to be able to succeed in anything that you do, you need an accountability partner. And I'm happy to hear that Grace Chege has been helping you and supporting you and challenge you to be able to keep on pushing among all the other leaders. You are present team member, you are cross-present team members, and it's a journey for all of us. The success of one person, it becomes a success for everyone in Neolife, because we are just a caring community. People wants the best for each other. In many other organizations and places of work, you find people pulling others down, but in Neolife, it's the opposite. People actually pull you up instead of pulling you down, because we know when one person succeeds, we all succeed, and it's amazing. It's a tremendous story, and thank you for everything you have been able to share with us. We're wishing you the best as you continue to build a big empire of business and mentoring other people, and especially young people who are on this call today, to be able to believe that they can also be able to do it. And you have said it's not easy. Good things are not easy. There's some work that people needs to put in, and once you do it, I mean, you will be able to celebrate. So Eric, you have just started your journey. There's a world team member. You forgot to mention that you have already qualified to go for leadership school. And after leadership school, you'll be going to Czech Republic with the rest of the team. So thank you so much, and congratulations on that achievement. So I want to take it back to Pascal to be able to close our meeting tonight.
Thank you very much, Paul. There's nothing for me to add about Eric's story. The only thing I can say is this: if you've ever had an excuse, I think that put your excuse to the grave and start building the business, because that story has warmed my heart. It's really fantastic. But just to end our presentation, you see, this is a home-based business, and you are going to get the following services when you start the business. You can order products online. You can register your team online. As soon as you become a distributor, you have your own back office to monitor and manage your business. Training is done locally and internationally via Zoom or personally. Delivery of products, the company has contracted courier companies. Payment for products can be done online or by mobile transfer. Payment of bonuses will be done by electronic funds transfer of mobile money. So this is a truly home-based business that you can run from your house. You know, one of the things that Paul has talked about is traveling. Betty and I were privileged to spend 4 days in Johannesburg Santon Hotel for the Ruby Orientation School. Those are some of the leaders who attended the leadership school. How do you get, if you're a guest, turn to the person who invited you. Tell them, after hearing Eric's story, I'm going to bury all my excuses. Because in our business, you either make money or you make an excuse. You can't do both. So put aside your excuses, put aside all the reasons why you've not decided to join the business and get started in the business. In Kenya, in South Africa, it's between $690 and $2,700 to start the business. In Kenya, it's $7,230 or $8,820. In Nigeria, it's $17,500 or 22,500 naira. In Tanzania, is 140,500 shillings or 170,700 shillings. In Uganda, it's between 203 and 900 and 242,500, 242,500 depending on the product that you want. So if you're a guest, turn to the person who invited you. If you want to change your life, you have to do things differently. If you do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've got. But if you change, if you said, okay, I'm sick and tired of the way I've been living, I want to change my life like Eric and Diana, I want to get started in the business immediately, speak to the person who invited you, and they will show you what to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a guest, it is fantastic to share this evening to hear the wonderful story of Eric and Diana. Speak to the person who invited you. Tell them, I really want to start the business and make a serious effort to grow my business. If you're a distributor, I think it's a wake-up call for you after hearing the story of Eric and Diana. For me, it has also given me additional energy to get back to the field and really build my business like I've never done before. So, Paul, I'd like to hand over back to you to close our meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and God bless all of you.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for such an amazing session today. As always, we are grateful for what you and Betty have always been able to do for us since the onset of COVID-19. We are grateful, and you can see the fruits because if you did not partner with us and strongly spare your time the way you have done, maybe people like Eric who have been able to get a lot of inspiration from you. They could not be where they are today, so we don't take it for granted. We thank you so much for your time, for your love for East Africa and our distributors here. And I can tell you that we are doing everything possible to make you proud. So thank you so much. And thank you so much, our guests who are on this call today, just as Pascal has been able to put it through. Talk to the person who invited you. Today is Eric's story that we are listening to. You never know, if you join today, the next 1 or 2 years, we will be seated here or in a better place to be able to listen to your story, your success story. And what is important is for us to be able to see you having an opportunity to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And that opportunity, it is what we are giving you today. So join, we'll be able to teach you, be able to help you to be able to achieve the best that you can. To our distributors, thank you so much. Thank you for continuing to make Neolife a success that it is even during this challenging time. I wish you a happy month of November. Let's continue to do it because we know how to do it. So from me, Pascal, Eric, and Diana, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. Have a lovely night and goodbye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Pascal.
Bye-bye, Paul. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.